mean, Heidi's my, we call each other Dementia Soul Sisters.
I'm Heidi. My mum's got Alzheimer's and I've been helping to care for her for the last 7 years. I'm also a copywriter and my background is in television.
Hi, I'm Marielle. My mum has Alzheimer's and she has had it for the last 10, 11 years now. Heidi and I have started an Instagram account to help people and help carers find out more about this devastating illness. I have a background in NHS and social care, but the thing I'm most passionate about is dementia and how to help people with dementia and their carers find a voice.
And that's why we are here, to talk about dementia, to answer the main questions to people that is starting with this
long journey, yes.
And the most important, to let them know that they are not alone,
And
there is nothing wrong to look for help.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the biggest thing, because it can feel like a really lonely journey at times, and it's never too late to reach out.
Yeah,
it's never too late. To reach out.
Don't feel guilty and ask for help.
How did you meet, and also how this idea started?
We met a long time ago when our sons were at nursery.
And they're in the baby group. We met a play group through a mutual friend. And then we kind of became friends from there and realised we had a lot of coincidences.
As soon as our mum started having the dementia, it was a massive support, because that's another thing you don't know. If you haven't got siblings to help, your decisions are the only decisions. So you don't have anyone to bounce it off. So I think it really helped us to know we were going through the same thing at the same time without having siblings there. So it was very important to us.
Because it could be a really lonely journey, you know, and you can talk to your friends and they can support you, and they do, but they don't understand the harshness and the reality and the day-to-day of it. I mean, Heidi's we call each other Dementia Soul Sisters. And that's really special. And I kept saying to Heidi, we've got to do an Instagram account.
Before we do that, let's start Instagram. Let's not go straight in there. But I think it's been nice for us and massively helpful, and we're starting to connect with other sort of Instagrammers who are going through the same thing. I think it just makes people feel they're not alone, because that's the biggest thing, and that's what I say in my book all the time. You're not alone. There are people out there that can help you. There are agencies that can help you, but it sometimes doesn't feel like it.
So I think what's really important for me is to say to people, don't be afraid of asking for help. Reach out. Because I, for years, didn't want to ask for help, because I thought I need to be doing all of this myself. I come from a cultural background where you're supposed to be doing all of it yourself. I had young children like Heidi, you know, I was working. It was all really, really difficult. And it came to the point where I broke down one day, and then care started coming in, and that really helped. It shouldn't get to that point. And it's okay to ask for help. That's actually the brave thing, you know, it's the brave thing to ask for help.
I think that's really, really important, because we are all used to manage by ourselves, going to work, thinking that everyone is busy, thinking that everyone has their own problems, and finally you take a lot.
You
just
take
by
a lot,
yourself.
and you can't, because we're not superhuman.
It's a lot. You take all this stuff on board, and it does affect your mental health. And I think for me, in the early stages, I think probably for you as well, in the early stages of mum's dementia, when it's not so obvious to maybe other people as well, and they flip back and forth between kind of normal and delusional, it can be so upsetting, and the conversations you have with them are so upsetting, because to them their new reality is their reality. And I used to have lots of arguments with my mum because I couldn't persuade her to get help. In the end I had to go behind her back under the guise of a health check, and it's a lot
to take on,
and it does have a massive effect on your mental health and their behaviours and the things that they can say to you. And as much as you know it's the illness, and you know it's the illness,
it's
hard, still coming from that person you love, and they can say some awful things.
It's hard. It's really, and we're both only children. I lost my dad when I was 4, so my mum has been my everything. She's been my rock, and that my life has been turned upside down by dementia. Upside down. When I go on shopping trips, I get emotional. I pretend she's still there with me, saying, "Yeah, buy that, buy that. That's really nice." So I think it's just such a difficult thing. It's an all-consuming illness, dementia. This is what I say in my video. It's all-consuming. It's not just the person who has it. It's awful for them. It's awful for the family. It's awful for the carers. It's for everyone. And that's why you need to support people.